And Algeria's Football Federation has suspended all football competitions and matches in solidarity with the Palestinian people during this ongoing Israel-Gaza conflict. The governing body had previously agreed to host the Palestine national team's forthcoming football matches following a request from the Palestinian FA. Algeria international Riyad Mahrez, who won the English Premier League title 5 times with Manchester City before joining Saudi Arabian club in July, recently shared a picture of himself holding a Palestinian flag. All right, on that note, let me say welcome to Dr. George Uchendu, who joins me on the program this evening. Glad to have you, George.
Always great to be here with you.
A lot of solidarity from sports personalities and the sports federations, football federation, in solidarity with Palestinians as regards the ongoing crisis in Gaza. Yesterday, we told you about Mohamed Salah, who really had to shoot a video and speaking about the fact that humanity is key and asking authorities to cease fire from Gaza. The ongoing crisis is not a sporting action, but it affected sport in one way or the other.
Oh, definitely, yes. We cannot separate sports and politics, no matter how much we try, and especially when a nation is undergoing trauma like what we have right now between the Israelis and the Palestinians. You know, football is the opium of the masses, and we know at this time when we had World Cup qualifiers going on, continental qualifiers going on, the people who watch the game are citizens. The people who will play the game are also citizens. So they are all mixed together, and Algerian FA coming in to help the Palestinian FA in a way is one that is commendable.
All right, away from that now, let's tell you that UEFA is saying the result of the European Championship qualifying game between Belgium and Sweden, which was abandoned this week after 2 Swedish fans were killed, will stand. The game was called off at halftime with a score 1-1. Both the Belgian and Swedish football federations had asked to keep the result as the final one. UEFA said the result of the match does not impact the qualification of Group F. Belgium had already qualified for the tournament to be held in Germany next year before they took on Sweden. Belgium topped the group ahead of Austria, who have also sealed qualification for the Euros. Investigators are still trying to determine the motive for Monday night's attack, which occurred not far from the King Boudouin Stadium, where the qualifier took place. Authorities in the Belgian capital shot and killed the suspect on Tuesday hours after they say he gunned down 3 Swedish fans, killing 2 of them in the process. A moment of silence will be observed at games in Belgium and Sweden this weekend as a tribute to the 2 fans who died. As far as Sweden is concerned, I mean, they were not going to qualify for the Euros after all. Yeah. And so for them, there was no need to stress having to play the second half of that game.
Oh, definitely. After such a traumatic experience that happened, first and foremost, my heart goes out to the fans and the families who lost their lives. It's a game of no consequence. Belgium already qualified, Sweden already out of reckoning. So it's enough trauma as it is. Let them just focus on investigation, and it was good that the result was left that way. If probably it was a victory to any of the sides, probably
that would determine who goes through.
Yes, that would have probably been another case entirely. But for a game that was just a dead rubber, I think it's great that it was left away.
All Belgium needed from that game was a point to top the group.
Yeah,
and that's
it. Had it.
Okay, well, Peter EJ joins the program live from Sweden. Peter, talk us through the situation in Sweden in the aftermath of the death of those 2 fans in Belgium. What is the Swedish Football Authority doing, and what has been said as regards security around football arena across Europe?
Yeah, thank you for having me. It has been a sad moment, losing 3 lives, the Swedish game and against the Belgium game. Though the incident happened 3 miles away from the stadium, of which the argument was that the Belgium officials, they knew what was happening, before the kickoff of the game. And immediately they heard about it, during when the game was going on. Footballers, when you're in the dressing room, sometimes you just, take a glimpse of your phone. A lot of calls and messages were going into players' phones. That is how the player, get to find out, because those in Sweden, they have heard what has happened. So they keep on testing their loved ones. So are you okay? Is everything okay? This is what is going on. So immediately the second half, that is why they cut off, playing the second half of the game. But all the same, the Swedish authority is on high alert, because according to the news, is the Swedish citizens, they are the target. So I believe all European Union citizens, supporting this war or that war, politics here, politics there. People are taking revenge one way or the other. So everybody is on their toe. Anything you see, you report what you see. So we are everybody's police, when it comes to.
All right. The terrorist who attacked those Swedish fans is not a Belgian, And what has been said about the motive behind shooting the Swedish fans? I mean, he's not a Belgian, and so it wouldn't be. It can't be said that it was something between Belgium and Sweden. What exactly has been said about the motive behind the shooting?
Yeah, with what we're hearing is the motive is, Sweden, now they are coming out, supporting different struggles, like supporting Ukraine. Some ethnic region doesn't like it, so definitely you inherit one enemy here or there, in as much as, the shooters are not Belgians, it means yeah, these are the people that are migrated into Europe one way or the other. So the targets are not British, but all Europeans.
All right, Peter AJ, live for us in Sweden there. Thank you so much for joining the show from Malmö, Sweden, this lovely Friday evening. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you for having me.